have a lot of love for Canelo. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a champion. He can end this in 3 seconds if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Just that, Crawford is prepared for it. And I think that in this fight, at this time, right now, I just picked Terence Crawford to be the victor.
All righty. It's your partner, Big Boy, the Hangout. This is a very special Hangout today, man. Canelo Crawford fight weekend is going down this weekend. I could have did this Hangout all by myself because I'm a professional when it comes to talking about boxing. But then Zab Judah, he begged me, like, Big, I need to get on the conversation. So Zab Judah, welcome to the neighborhood. You're going to learn some things about boxing today, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to learn how much I don't know. But Zab Judah, welcome. Welcome today, brother, to the Hangout, man. And also, it's crazy because this is my guy, Juan. And Juan does a lot with us in the neighborhood, right? And Juan is like our morning show producer or show producer when it comes to Big Boy's neighborhood. He's one of those just add water type of people that anything you add water, he turns into it. I did not know that Juan was a boxer as well. We talk sports and sports all the time, bro, as far as MMA, like contact sports and boxing. But I didn't know that you took boxing.
I just train.
Oh.
I wouldn't consider myself
come on, man.
a boxer.
Yeah, come on, Ngannou, get him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is your trainer here?
Yeah, he's
Brandon, welcome,
Krause.
bro.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Hangout, man. And
I really appreciate it.
own Outlaws Boxing?
Outlaws Boxing, Tarzana. It's a small boxing club. The champ knows how these places are. We have a lot of amateurs. We've had a couple pros. I've even had a champion.
Really?
And it's just trying
How long
hard.
you been over yonder in Tarzana?
We have been, Outlaws has been there since 1997, but I have owned the place since 2009.
Man, so we're here to talk about with the Hangout, man, just what we feel we're going to see this weekend. We had a lot of pre-conversation, too, that I was like, man, hold on. Let's save this shit. So without predictions and everything, man, were you guys kind of surprised that this fight was announced with Crawford and Canelo? Being that, Crawford, the smaller guy, Canelo, the bigger guy, were you guys kind of surprised that this one was announced?
I mean, of course, yeah. It was one of those fights that nobody expected to happen. It wasn't like it was a fight that was like on the radio, hey, that fight is going to possibly happen.
Right.
We didn't even see this coming. I didn't see it coming. When it was first made, it was like, no, that still people was like, that can't go.
Why do you think that was, Zab? Like
just
you
because
didn't see it coming because it wasn't a radar fight.
No. Just because of weight class.
Right.
Weight class is the only thing that's made the fight non-realistic. You know what I'm saying? When in the beginning, when you watched the fight, when you heard about it, Canelo fighting Crawford, you like, how? I remember this is when Canelo just fought Bivol.
Right.
He went up higher. You know what I mean? So you like, whoa, wait, what? Who's gonna go up? Who's gonna come down? Is it gonna be a catch weight? Like, people kept just putting out their own type of picture to be paint. You know what I mean? They kept putting their own paintings out about what they feel is gonna happen with the fight. And hey, now we here.
Was anyone else surprised?
During that time too, I remember we were talking about him that he should have fought Benavidez, and I put it in the group chat, and I was like, unpopular opinion, I'd rather see Canelo versus Crawford than Benavidez first.
Before they announced?
Yes, but it was just in the group chat, and just like, I just thought like skill for skill. I feel Benavidez is really big, but I don't know. I love how Crawford fights. I love how Canelo fights. I feel like they're both aggressive, similar fighters as far as like aggression, and I would put it on like for a great fight. Yeah.
I was surprised when I heard about this matchup. I heard about it as somewhat of a fantasy matchup in the very beginning, and when they were really starting to talk about it, I go, "Oh, this is nonsense. This ain't happening." And here we are.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, guys, like I do feel like there's weight classes for a reason. Doesn't mean I don't think both of them aren't excellent fighters, but yeah, I was surprised.
What do y'all feel about the weight class? Because from what I'm understanding, Crawford had to go up 2 weight classes, and Zab, with you being very well decorated in this, man, and you fought in different weight classes as well. But what does that mean when you say, man, it's 2 weight classes? You can walk around a certain weight, but has Crawford got hit by that weight? You know what I'm saying? Has he, you can go and train, but is someone in the gym hitting you the way Canelo could possibly hit you?
I mean, listen, I feel like Crawford prepared this fight you know, he has a very professional team over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They know exactly what they're doing under the care of Bomac. I know that. I mean, with that experience alone, I'm pretty sure they put together a great game plan. I don't know what the game plan is. You know what I'm saying? But I do know, and for me having a relationship with Terence Crawford, I do know that having a relationship with Bomac as well, I do know they're going to put together a masterpiece.
Right.
They're not coming in here to run. They're not coming here to lose. That's one thing I do know.
Yeah.
So now they come here to swing that sword.
And this isn't like a take the money and run kind of thing. Like I'm on my way out. Let me get this one. You know, so anytime somebody sign, especially with Crawford, I feel if you sign on the dotted line, then you really feel like, nah, fuck that. I can get this.
Yeah.
I could definitely get this.
What if the fight is so good that there's a rematch?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And that can happen because
do we know what the purse is looking like on these yet?
Well, they said 150 million for Canelo and 50 for Bud. Wow. That was rumored. Out here that's circulating in social media.
Hey Zab, I run into you everywhere, like malls, all kind of shit, right?
Yeah, I be everywhere.
You look like you can, like if somebody said, "Man, we need you this weekend," you look, Zab, like you can get right back in this shit. Yeah. Do you ever trip off the money that's being thrown around now in boxing?
I mean, like I was saying earlier, it's you know, there's no old dog that's on the couch that they jumping off the couch for these type of kibbles and bits.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a whole different meal right now. You know what I'm saying? So 100% this will motivate you. This will figure out what you got left in the tank. If you got anything left in the tank, you're going out there, honey, I'm going to empty this. Out.
I'm instead of you like, shit, I put this shit on evaporated. Not empty, evaporated.
Right, exactly.
Hey, man, so what do you think that we'll see this weekend? Anyone?
Can I say the unpopular thing?
Yeah.
Please do.
We got two counterpunchers. It may not be as action-packed as everybody wants it to be. Both may be waiting for the other to commit, and both of them are willing to lose rounds to set up that shot.
You
don't think so?
I gotta stop you right there. Not Bud. Bud ain't gonna be waiting. Bud ain't gonna be trying to give nothing away. Bud, no, Canelo's a slow starter. With that pattern, I mean, it's a known fact, right? We ain't got to be in Bo Mac's camp. For us, let's put ourselves in the trainer's aspect. We know Canelo's a slow starter. The whole world knows that, right? That's not a moment. So what do you tell your guy? You start fast.
Yeah, go in there.
I need you to start fast. I need you to crank that. Just in the locker room, we got to get this motherfucking car hot. Because when we get in that ring, it's got to be hot. You can't cook with cold grease. It's got to be hot when you get in that ring. You know what I'm saying? So we could just start frying that chicken ASAP. You know what I mean? We don't got time to get in the ring, let the water heat up. No, we ain't got no time for that. It's got to be hot. Right out the gate, round one, bang. Right? I mean, that's what I would tell my guy in in Terence Crawford position. You know, don't overdo it, but work him. Overwork him. You know, you can feel in a fight as a fighter. If he's beating you to the punch, you can tell by the time the hit me 14 times in my face.
When you watch fights, Zab, do you do this when you watch fights?
Always.
Man, I'm not even a fucking boxer, and I do that.
Yeah.
You know?
So, you know, it's just like, you watching a fight and you can almost see the punches coming at you, and you remember, especially when you take a side. When you pick a side of a person, you always gonna go put your body in that guy. So if you pick Crawford, when Canelo punches you, you like like not gonna work or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? No.
Hey, Brandon, back to the unpopular opinion. He didn't change your mind.
Champ, of course, like you're way more invested than I am, but you think a guy has fought his whole career a certain way. You think he's going to change it up now?
And no, exactly.
You talking about Canelo or you talking about Crawford?
Crawford.
Right.
Wait, first of all, let's break down Crawford. Crawford is a switch hitter fighter.
Yes.
Crawford is a fighter that's known to start the fights early. He's known for early fights. He's known for long distance. He's known for carrying
because he'll be down
had
on rounds,
late
right?
knockouts. He's got late knockouts on his resume.
Okay,
he got early
champ,
knockouts.
those late knockouts,
yes.
He was down on the cards.
No,
okay.
He wasn't.
Okay,
no. Okay, maybe one or two of them. Yes.
Okay,
right.
Okay.
Yes, even though, but that's
he knew he was going to knock him out.
But there's no way to know you're gonna knock somebody out.
Yes.
I mean, okay, you know what? Every fight that I've ever had, I told him I'm gonna knock you out. Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had a fight that I told him I'm gonna knock you out. You know what I'm saying? That's like popular thing to say. I'm gonna knock you out.
Does that start in the press run and training camp, like the shit talking, the anger, of course you're selling tickets and it's on Netflix, but of course even the pay-per-view things that go down. Does that start early? When
I think the shit talking comes good to those that are competitive. If you're a competitive person that doesn't like to lose in anything, you're gonna step up. When he come in, he talking about, you ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because you in your heart, like, I'm gonna demolish you. I can't have you telling me you gonna knock. Shut up. You ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Say that. You know what I mean? So that, I think that's where that comes from. I don't think no fighter wakes up like, when he say something to me, I'm gonna tell him this mother effer, this and that, and I'm gonna kick your. No, I don't think no fighter thinks like that. I mean, think like that. I think that it just happens. Something happens in your head that triggers off you, and you're like, what? And you just snap, and then all of the the negative words come out. It's all put together.
So you're thinking that it's not gonna be as explosive because we've been seeing some lackluster fights. You know what I'm saying? Even with Canelo, was it last fight? Was it Skull or whatever?
Yeah.
Look, that was a boring fight, but like, let's take it back to like Floyd versus Pacquiao. Like, I don't think that was a boring fight. Like, that was a very entertaining fight to me. Like,
me too.
It just wasn't what the layman thought it was gonna be.
Right.
I agree with that. Like with these kind of fights, it's just like you're looking at every detail, and it's just an art, and it feels like, I don't know, just looking at all the details and what they're gonna do, the game plan that they're setting is just exciting. And with that, like I was gonna ask Champ, when that first bell rings, what is the first thing you're looking at from both fighters? What like that they're gonna do, and that detail that you're looking like, all right, this person's starting off right, or this person, what is it that you're looking for in that first round? Yeah, like what are they doing? What is Canelo doing and Crawford doing that's gonna tell you something that's gonna that'll say how the fight's gonna go?
Nothing. Hold on. Nothing. With you, think about a fight when you seen Terence Crawford run. I'll be back to you.
Okay.
Right.
That's what I want you to do. I'm gonna leave some homework for you. I'm gonna do some homework for you.
I got you.
On that,
nothing,
because you have to exchange swords in order to, start to dictate who's going to be the aggressive and who's going to be who's going to be the bull, who's going to be the matador. You have to lock heads in order for that to happen. Because we don't know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we can all say what we think, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know how it's going to go until these guys exchange that other.
Are you going to the fight?
I'm going to the fight, yes.
Yeah, man. Yes. Hey, man, both of them are used to, how some people say, oh, man, they're not used to the lights.
Right. Oh,
they're not used to the crowd. They're
they
not
used
used to
big
the noise.
Lights. They used to big lights.
You're looking at some fighters that's used to the lights, used to the crowd, used to the noise, but also we got Canelo fighting on Mexican Independence Weekend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I always say that there's these things called these enoughs. You know what I'm saying? And I feel with Canelo, there's a lot of enoughs that come with it. For that weekend, he got to be Mexican enough. He got to be strong enough. He got to be this enough. And the same thing with Crawford. There's so many enoughs. He got to make sure that he's big enough, that he's powerful enough. So there's all these enoughs that I feel that these gentlemen are going to have. When you walk in with that kind of thing, does that add to the burden of also winning? Because I remember when Bernard Hopkins, when he said, I'll never let a white boy beat me. I'll never let a white boy beat me. And Bernard, the executioner, that's my guy. Mm-hmm. But do you walk in with more when you have these enoughs, or when you said something? Does that play on you?
Nah, you know what? That's pressure. That's pressure. When you tell yourself, I'm not gonna let this white boy beat me. Now you put a whole race of people, a whole big thing of that. So now when you lose that, what do you say now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a big bucket right there. So you know what I'm saying? To do that's not helping you.
And what were we talking about here?
No, he's still thinking. Don't worry.
Okay.
About it. I'm still thinking.
And then
trust me, he ain't gonna come up with it because
like,
it's not there.
Go ahead.
that's what makes boxing beautiful. Those intangibles. Like, it doesn't matter who's the fastest, who's the strongest. You're right. Like, who's gonna handle the moment? Who's gonna handle the press tour? Who's gonna handle like the reporters and both of these guys are there. William Skoll, like, no, he was not there. You know what I mean? Berlanga, he was not there. Right. So now we're getting guys that have that intangible factor that are facing each other.
What are you about to say?
Oh, so, because we're talking about Canelo's been one of the guys that, well, he's the one that's lost. So does that play a factor at all that he's lost? Because you're like, I'm not gonna let this guy beat me. And Crawford hasn't lost, correct?
For me, I'm banking on anybody who mother used to go outside and pay the kids money to beat her son, and they couldn't beat him. I'm putting my money on that all day.
Yeah, and that's
I'm going
Crawford,
with that.
Right?
That's real. That's a real talk. That's Crawford.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His mother used to pay the kid. Come here, who the toughest kid out here? Hold that, beat him, and they couldn't.
Yeah.
So I mean, with allegedly that's a story that was out there. So I'm like, wait a minute, if that's real life, I'm banking on that kid, because that kid started from pressure from day one.
Yeah.
But
then somebody can also argue too about Canelo's upbringing, getting in the gym early, fighting men. Nobody want to fight. Everybody got a story. It's crazy because my mom,
15 years old pro.
Yeah, do. My mom, she used to pick fighters.
Canelo's great though.
Like the road to the fight. My mom would rest in peace. She would pick fighters by who had the most sad story. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh my God, I want him to win. I'm like, Mom, Tyson gonna whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't gonna beat Tyson tonight. Right. But you do hear these stories. And now when you have these embeddeds and these on the road to, and all the things that lead up to the fight, does that change your mind, or do you watch any of those when you see these road to the fights?
I don't think it's changed. I don't think it's changed my mind. I don't even know if I have my mind made up yet of who's gonna win. Really? I watch it a different way. I just want to see a great fight. But I love Crawford. I love Canelo. I love both their styles. So
I give you $10 to put down. Who you put your
$10? Oh man!
Hold on. For the fact that he's a Mexican brother, and he does not know that Canelo's gonna win off the rip.
Right.
I told you I'm going with my boy. I'm going with my boy. I'm going with my boy.
Don't you know you're enough? You sitting here, motherfucker. Hey, man, I can see the comments now. Like, who was that guy? You said now with him without even saying without a doubt. You're like,
right. I'm going with my boy. I'm going with my boy. I've never heard a Mexican brother say, when Canelo fights, say, I don't know. They all, what, Canelo?
Right.
Canelo,
but I would
go,
say
Canelo.
With Juan,
right?
I think with Juan, too, because we've had these conversations.
He's a great guy.
We've had these conversations where it's like boxing, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's not like, oh, I gotta go with this just because. You know what I'm saying? But you saw that.
We have these conversations all the time when we're working out, and I think I told you the same thing. I don't know who's gonna win. Like, and we've talked about the size, but I feel like Canelo. I think like Crawford is not that much smaller than him.
Right.
I think, and he's got the longer reach, right? Doesn't Canelo have? Crawford has the longer reach.
Look, Crawford is a big dude.
Yeah.
And it's not that he got bigger; it's that he just doesn't have to get lower now. Like, I don't know if he's going to be used to being at this weight division. He is a big dude. Like, he totally is.
How much of the two other fights are big? The two other fights that just happened are tells for this fight, because both of their fights went to decision. Both of their fights.
Well, remember, Crawford hasn't fought in over a year
with the Madrimov, right? And
hey, I'm sorry, guys, he didn't look like great in that fight.
Mm-hmm. He looked spectacular. You're right. He ain't look great. Great is an understatement. Great is an understatement.
I got you.
Let me tell you why. I tell you why. Madrimov is a very awkward individual. He has an up and down herky jerk style. So to pick up his timing, it takes control. You have to be disciplined. You have to take your time. You have to have skills in order to deal with that. And I think that if Crawford would have engaged earlier or sooner or anything, he would have got it would have been a whole different outcome. For the fact that he knew he had to relax, pick his guy apart, and then take him apart and stuck to the game plan, that made everything great.
Do you feel like the audience always want knockouts now?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. It's the ultimate. It's the ultimate.
What do you feel about everybody trying to be the hero with the zero? You know, because we come from watching fighters that had L's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now, and of course, you always want to kind of, you know, protect your zero.
Right.
But now you see people, I'm like, dude, like great fights aren't being made.
Right.
Because, for one, I understand it's a business. But also, you're seeing so many people put so much power into having a zero. Brent, B, what do you feel about that? How, the need to have this undefeated record?
Look, you're right. Great fighters from yesteryear had losses because you can't knock it out of the park every time. But if your next decision is the difference between millions of dollars, it changes everything. So that's what really changed, you know?
Right. You talking about like the money?
Yes. Ray Robinson, who I think is the best fighter that ever lived, right? He'd fight guys like every other week because he's getting like 10, 15 grand to fight. You know, this is not that time. Like your decision, you wait like this, like waiting a year to fight is making you tens of millions of dollars. You know what I mean? So it's a completely different environment.
Do you think the fight will go the distance?
100%. There's
100% for you, Zab?
Yeah.
Brandon, you think the fight will go the distance?
Okay, well, Zab, I'll ask you this: like, if it does go, do you think either of these counterpunchers is going to decide to like put in the work for round after round after round to get the win on that scorecard?
Yeah, I think that's Terence Crawford has to be game plan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Why do you say have to be?
Because you're already getting a strike against you coming in the ring fighting Canelo. Mm-hmm. You in Vegas, so on the Independence Day, like you fighting Canelo, so you're already down a point, if not two. You know what I'm saying? You're already down, so you gotta you got to be spectacular. You got to be sharp. You got to be like this. You know. I think that's what Bomac and Terence Crawford prepared for.
Do you think that it could end in knockout for either fighter?
100%.
Really?
100%. 100%.
What does the weight difference mean as far as like and I did ask this earlier, but what does the weight difference and the 22 pounds really mean? Like, and we briefly spoke on Crawford could walk around a certain weight, but is that a different feel when it comes to the punch? Is that a different feel?
It's like this TV falling on you from sitting right here, or this wall coming down on you. It's a whole different thing. One or the other is different. It's a whole different shot coming from a big guy like that. That's why they have weight classes.
Right.
This is what weight classes are for. But like I said again, in Crawford's defense, he had a lot of time to get saturated to the weight. Remember, we were talking about this fight since last year. Last year. He started putting his weight on last year. You know what I'm saying? He's my friend. I know him. I see him. He started like doubling the size fast. I'm like, God damn.
Is there a different hunger though when you fight? You know, when you fighting for something, when you have nothing, and now 100%. When you have the biggest properties in Mexico, and you know, or you have it's a different fight card, and you're flying first class or private. Yeah. You know, so where does Crawford's hunger come from? You know, and us just talking, we don't know exactly, but where does Crawford's hunger come from, and where does Canelo's hunger come from now? I
think for Crawford, it's the the competitiveness,
right, and getting this done.
Yeah, of taking on an obstacle that nobody's done. Remember, he's also going up for the 4th time to be the undisputed champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? The first man, three times or 4 times?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he already got 1. He got 2,
40,
3. Yeah, 40. 3. Yeah, 3 times. So he about to be 3-time undisputed champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? In another weight class. So this is bananas.
Where do you think that hunger would come from for Canelo?
For Canelo, it's just the lifestyle, bro. Oh,
no, go ahead.
For Canelo, I think it's just his lifestyle and who he is to be. He don't know nothing different. You know what I'm saying? It's a great feeling. It's like, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be the winner. I'm supposed to have the biggest houses, the biggest boats.
Right.
I'm supposed to be able to, where you want to go, let's go. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be like that. You know what I mean? That's a a lifestyle for him. So
what about you, Brandon? Where do you feel?
I think it's an
desire
interesting case study with Canelo because he was the anonymous Guadalajara kid who turned pro at 15 and worked his way up and became somewhat of a Mexico noise, and then became somewhat of an international noise, and then started doing really well and built, like a kid from nothing. And now he's the guy showing up in limousines.
Right.
Now he's the guy in 3-piece suits. That's what I don't have any, like skin in the game on this, but like that's what I feel like could work against him is that.
Say it.
Is he still hungry? Is he still hungry? I don't, that is a question. Like I think and especially his last couple fights where, come on, he phoned it in. Like his last couple fights, like he's like, oh, I'm up. Like I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, but he definitely couldn't do that. I don't even think he would think about doing something like that right now with Crawford. Because I'm telling you, what was the guy that he fought in Mexico?
Mujia? Was it Mujia?
Yeah. That was when he had to run though. I was looking at that like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Were you watching that the same way?
When he fought Mujia, but what do you mean?
Like as far as how much Munguia was in the game.
Oh, like that it was a competitive fight?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I was seeing that fight. I don't remember too much, but he did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. I know Canelo dropped him right once, but yeah, I thought he should have finished him, but it didn't end up happening. But yeah.
I don't want to say anything about Berlanga. He's a Brooklyn guy.
So.
No, please.
I don't want the champ coming after me.
But talking about weight classes, and since you've seen Crawford, with him going up too, does his power increase now that he's bigger and he's got more size on him? Does he also have like a better chance of like?
I don't feel like he's necessarily coming up. I think he's just not losing the weight.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So he's not. You don't think he try to put on any extra weight?
No, because you think he would have to probably come down because he probably walk around. What do you think, champ? Like, do you think he's walking around 20 pounds heavier than fight weight just in normal life?
No, him no.
No.
The discipline of him, nope. But now for this fight, yes, he probably put on 20 pounds.
Yeah, because he was supposed to put it was a 22-pound difference. But I'm just wondering what that walk around weight was. Because what was your weight, your final weight?
Well, yeah,
class?
me, I was when I was 140,
147.
I was 40 and .
Okay,
so I was
What do you weigh now?
I'm
47.
I'm close. To
Hey man, because I run into fucking Zab just in some of the craziest places, dude. And Zab always look like foul footage to me. This motherfucker always look like I'm ready to see this dude just pull his shit off and have a belt on. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you maintain without? Because you see some boxers, and just in life we get off our game. Not even boxers.
Right. I like to work out. I was been like that for my whole life since a young guy. All my friends would say he's always somewhere throwing punches or jumping or doing something, some kind of workout, push up, something. I just like to work out.
Hey man, we had a conversation, bro, and we were talking about our kids, right? Do you know where I'm going with this? Can you just talk? Could I have the conversation with you that we had on the phone?
Right.
All right. So, how many kids do you have?
7.
He has 7 kids. All righty. Give me the order of the kids and what you figured out, because you had all boys.
Yep. So, no, I had all girls.
All girls. The first 4 were all girls, right?
Right. I have four daughters. Four daughters. I have Brandy, I have Destiny, I have Zabrea, and I have Amicia.
Right. So he's a girl dad.
I was a girl dad, right?
Yeah.
I fought Miguel Cotto. I don't know if people remember.
It was a terrific fight.
Great fight. Yeah, but great things happen after.
Right.
After Miguel Cotto, the famous, low blows, now my boy's coming.
True.
And after Little Zab comes, now identical twin boys come, Princeton and Preston.
Dude, he never had boys until the low blow
fight. Yeah, no lie.
It shook that sack up. He was like, man, now I'm only shooting boys now.
Chromosome A and Y and all that. It's true. You can.
Hey man, do you enjoy what boxing is today?
Yeah, I think it's great now. I think they're in a great space because the reason why I say that because now you can do less work and get paid more money.
Right. So it's good for the boxer.
We was really fighting. We were really blood, sweat, and tears, getting ripped up and all that. We wasn't getting paid these kind of dollars. I mean, we was making decent money according to the timeline of where we was at. You know what I'm saying? You know, from the timeline where I was at, the time when I had a lot of money.
Right.
I never could say, oh, I don't have enough. I had a lot of money. I could do what I want to do, when I want to do, how I want to do it. Just that now, you know, one fight is 3 lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's 3 lifetimes now. You know what I mean? They putting a long life on you. You know, these guys are getting paid to where as if they like, wait a minute, I want to perform forever now.
Let me ask y'all something, man. Aside from Canelo Crawford, and I know that's what we hanging out about. When you saw the announcement of Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, of course, exhibition fight. Dude, I don't make comments, but I just looked and I was like, dude, this is garbage. You know, I mean to the literally, I don't get in comment section. I just put the trash pails. Like,
right.
Then what do y'all feel?
So here's what I.
But
think.
You don't have an exhibition fight coming up, do you?
Yeah.
You do? Oh, okay.
Maybe so. Maybe so. No,
Get
maybe
paid.
so.
Get paid.
But here's what I say though, big boy, in honor of that. I prefer to watch a Mike Tyson get in the ring at 58, 59 years old and train and put his body back in great condition than to watch or talk to a guy that because remember, he's always going to be Mike Tyson to us, no matter what. He's going to always be Mike Tyson. And there's always going to be fans that want to reach out and speak to him and talk to him. Now, picture he's sitting at home on the couch, 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Would that be the guy you want to represent who this gentleman was? No, we don't want that. I love the Mike Tyson that's in the ring, still 50, 58, 59 years old, look like a monster, look like he could rip any young boy head off. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
a hell of a way to look at it.
You know what I'm saying? That's a great thing to me. I mean, that gives me hope and inspiration. Like, yo, I want to stay physically fit forever. Look, here's one of my heroes that I can watch and go, wow, look, he's 59 years old, and look, he still look great. He just fought Jake Paul. He just fought Floyd Mayweather. At 58 years old, where else can he go out in the world?
Does it help or hurt the game, or you feel like it's separate?
I think it's separate. I think it's separate. Why? Once upon a time, he was Iron Mike Tyson. Yeah. When it was his turn to do what we was doing, he did it at a high level and great. Nothing you can say about it. He's flawless about it. I mean, he set records that people are still trying to accomplish now. You know what I'm saying?
Brandon, what do you feel about when you see announcements like that?
Look, why would you hate on somebody for making money?
Right.
Like, this is your career. This is like, hey, like, don't make $20 million. Like, why would you say that to somebody? And
I need to go back to that page and put them garbage pails on there.
There's no such thing as bad press.
Ani, can you get that for me? Thank you.
No, Big, there's no such thing as bad press, all right? No. So it when these things happen, my gym gets busier, all right? It does. Now, like I'm a boxing head, like these are exhibitions for a reason. Like they're not fights. They're
right.
I'm not saying this is the case, but if it was a predetermined outcome, there'd be no penalty against it because it's not a fight, you know? So why not? Why hate? Mm-hmm. Why not, you know?
Yeah, I think it's content. Everybody else is putting out content. This is this is their sport, and other people are jumping into the sport that wasn't their sport and taking advantage of it too. YouTubers fighting. I don't know. I think why not? Why not come back and entertain the fans? Like, those press conferences are going to be entertaining. We're gonna be looking forward to that. I don't know how exciting.
Well, wait a minute.
I thought for sure with him being on my payroll, he would agree with me.
But wait a minute, big boy. Wait a minute. What about Jake? Jake took it from YouTube TV fighting to real now professional boxing. Yeah. He has a real boxing record. He has real professional boxers under his title belt, win, lose, and draw. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on a really ranked professional scale right now of championships. I think he's number. I don't know.
When you saw like those fights,
so he went from there to there, bro.
Nate Robinson. When you saw those early fights too, come on, Zab. You had as a professional boxer.
Yes.
You didn't look at those like it was a mockery of the sport early on.
No. So you gotta ask me why though?
Why?
Because I used to go up go up to Calabasas and train with Logan and Jake when they first started out. I remember seeing them start this and this was just a conversation. It was just a talk about, yo, we might do this, do that, do this. What about this? What about that? You know what I'm saying? It was, my guy Milton brought me up there.
Ask you why, and then you have all these receipts and shit.
I'm just saying, it's real. Yeah, I'm keeping it real because I was there. I seen it. I seen it start. I really like Jake Paul he's one of the ones that started out doing what he did because of who he was, but he really crossed over into a really professional boxing now. And he's always been doing the real ropes of dope. You know what I mean? If that should be, you know what I'm saying? Like really doing the really preparation of boxing that it takes. I've been watching him do this for years. You know, him and his brother. You know, even though Logan crossed over to wrestling.
How close or how distant are you from boxing now? Like, I know you'll be at the fights. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a great boxer, and your name will forever be Zab Judah. Like, as far as when it comes to boxing, do you put yourself a little closer to it? As far as going to, and I know you're going to the fights, but you don't put yourself away from boxing. Like, I used to do that. I don't, because you don't seem bitter about paychecks, none of that shit. Right. So do you find yourself embracing what boxing is today and wanting to be around it?
No, I mean, I just remarried my ex-wife. Boxing.
Right.
Rematch.
Yeah.
We remarried
Victory
again.
Is yours.
That's right. You know what I mean? So it's like, with that being said, I'm at any time we could do it again. You know what I'm saying? We just having fun with it.
Would you do it again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to start my own league though. I got a fun league. I don't want to say it because I want people to start, higher up start. Like, we can do that. Start that now.
Right.
I be sitting back like, oh, my
That fucking big boy. Went to go hang out, told him my shit. Somebody took it.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got a very cool concept for just for boxing. I'm not even gonna say which, just for boxing. It's a cool concept, and it'll be dope. It'll be a game changer.
What do you guys think we'll see fight night
of
Canelo Crawford?
Action, fireworks. I think we're gonna see shocking. I think people are gonna be blown away. They're gonna be standing there going, it's gonna be a better fight than people anticipate. I don't see no boring fight in this fight. Because even though Crawford game plan is or should be, I don't know. I'm just saying, in my mind, Crawford game plan is to start early and come forward. Canelo's not gonna stand there and wait for him.
Right.
He's not gonna be. I mean, listen. People hear me speak about this fight, and you hear my pick for this opinion, but don't. I have a lot of love for Canelo. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a champion. He can end this shit in 3 seconds if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Just that, Crawford is prepared for it. And I think that in this fight, at this time, right now, I just pick Terence Crawford to be the victor.
Brandon?
Look, this is a fight I would never put money on, right? And Champ, don't hate me for this. I think it's, and I'm not going to say it's not going to be exciting for us boxing heads, but I think it's going to be a calculated fight. I think both are going to be waiting for somebody to commit and looking for the shot. And then who's going to go outside of their natural style and grind out some rounds. And that's who's going to win the fight.
I have the calculation.
I think for me, it's gonna be like tension. I'm just gonna be who's gonna land that punch, who's gonna start damaging somebody right away, who's gonna be the aggressive fighter. But I'm looking forward to it. So I know I'm gonna be at the edge of my seat, just like,
hey man, my shit is always the opening bell. And it's probably different for you because I'll either be at the fights when the opening bell happens, or I'm safe on my couch. You know what I'm saying? But that opening bell, when I see the two fighters coming at each other, literally, bro, if I'm at the fight, I'm with whoever I'm with, like, oh shit, like this is it. This is it. Being in both positions of hearing the opening bell from the ring and hearing the opening bell from the audience, that feeling. When you get up on fight day, what do you do fight day? You made weight. What is that day like for Zab Judah, and then probably mirror some of the other fighters?
Fight day, you get up. You probably get up early because you're very anxious. You're very excited. Your adrenaline's pumping. Get you some breakfast. Probably take a walk. get back, rest up. This is what I used to do. Get back, rest up. Maybe about 12 o'clock. I get back up and I'll shake out. Shadow box a little bit, get a nice little sweat going, get something to munch on. You know what I'm saying? Kick back. And I used to watch Bruce Lee.
Damn.
Yeah, I used to always watch Bruce Lee. My fight day was not on the TV. It's Bruce Lee going on. It's just something about the movement of Bruce Lee. It just activates the. It just activates everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I would watch Bruce Lee, all that. Saying maybe try my boots on because most of the time when I fought, I had brand new boots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That I wore them a day in the gym, but then let me break them in today. Let me dance around the ring, the room a little bit, and then you might lay it down again, and then when you get back up, it's showtime. It's time to get dressed and head over to the arena.
Is there a nervousness that comes with
Of course.
Zab?
There's butterflies.
And not a nervous, it's
butterflies. But you don't really get that. Like doing all that, you don't get none of that. You don't get the from me. I never got butterflies. What happens is when you're in your locker room, you in there, you back there, you got your team. They knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. 5 minutes to walk, and that's when
it kick in.
No. Fuck kick in. That's when it get real. That's when you like okay. Because now from that knock on my door for 5 minutes, within the next 15 to 20 minutes, I'll be fighting. I'm going to be in a fight. And the world going to be watching me. I got to fight. That guy over there that we've been talking back and forth with and all that. Within 20 minutes of this knock on this door, we're going to be fighting. So everything else that you start putting your mind walking out, no. You should have in your mind that I'm going to go to war. So when you see some guys locked in and they looking straight and they just on that's why. Because they the realness settle in. Some guys are all over here, happy. Look at my grandma, look at my uncle.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they not, in most time they get knocked out. We always see that. It's that tunnel vision. You got to have that from back there, from that knock. From that knock.
What does one learn from the L? Because some people really, with the protecting the zero, what do you learn from the loss?
Never take a loss as a loss. Take a loss as a learning lesson. I'm going to learn what happened in that fight to never do that again. Or never allow that to happen. Or work on why I failed that. If I drop my hand, I'm going to work on keeping his hand up overnight. My next fight is gonna be like, hey, all he did was keep this hand up.
Has there ever been a fight? You know how sometimes you got to go through it's legal. Can we fight again? That kind of shit. Have you ever had a feeling when like, man, I could fight this motherfucker tomorrow?
Tonight.
Tonight. Like,
Come on, my first loss, Casazu. You see me? I wanted to fight right then, right. The referee, whoever, anybody get in the ring that want to fight. Everybody
go get it.
Anybody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there, big boy. I've been there. You lost. You what? Lost. I don't lose. When I took my first loss, I didn't understand what a loss was. Losses don't come to me. I'm the son of Brooklyn. I'm the pride of New York City. You know what, people? You should see me. You know what I mean? I was like, what? Lose? I can't lose. And that's why the ending came the way.
Is it good to have that? And is that a gift and a curse?
Yeah. Well, it's a gift and a curse. It's just control. Control, discipline. In order to have a great skill, guys, I feel like you have to have discipline. You have to have self-discipline. And that goes with any skill. If you're a great tennis player, if you're a great hockey player, if you're a great basketball player, if you're a great basketball player with no self-discipline, you're going down, brother. Going down. If you're a great NFL player with no self-discipline, you're going down.
At Outlaws, Brandon, are you seeing more people coming into your gym now?
Yeah, boxing's hot right now. And just to what the champ is talking about, you either win or you learn, and I'm sure he'll admit that. And great fighters, even any competitor, I don't care who you are, you're just an amateur with 8 fights. Like, you want to win that fight, you got to learn how to turn it on. Mm-hmm. And and that's outside of yourself sometimes. And yes, the gym is hot right now. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as bad press. Like I said earlier, all this stuff helps the gym. Mm-hmm. All this stuff helps the gym.
What about, do you see in people, Brandon, do you see, this person got it, and then you see some other people that just like, you know.
You know what? I think the champ would agree with me. Like the got it is not necessarily what you think. It's not like the fastest guy. It's not the hardest puncher. It's the guy with the dog in him. And yeah, absolutely. Like you can see that. Now that doesn't mean, you know, that they're going to continue to devote their life, which is necessary. You know, boxing is a hard game. But yes, absolutely. You can see that.
You gonna start fighting, huh?
No.
Hey, dude, I didn't know that we had a super heavyweight here.
Hey, there is a masters division. And I am encouraging him to be part of it.
Really? And what's the masters division?
It's 40 and up. And you know, they're 2-minute rounds. The gloves are a little bit bigger, headgear. You know, amateur fights.
Right.
And Juan is 10,000% capable of getting one of these W's, and I'm pushing him. I'm pushing him.
All right, so Saturday night, man, Las Vegas in a hell of a beautiful spot too, man. For some reason, I don't know why I thought they were doing it at T-Mobile, but they're doing it. Is it Allegiant?
Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah,
Stadium.
That's gonna be the one, man.
I hope they
so
sell.
So what we'll do, man, is we'll all come back together. You know, via phone, Zoom, whatever it may be. We don't have to sit here. And
we got to sit here because I got the shot. I got to get mine.
Right.
Him back too that didn't know about Crawford, and we're gonna say we're gonna play it on TV.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I'll take it.
There we go.
I'll take
we're gonna put the reruns back.
Okay, so just build around who and how.
Terence but Crawford, and I think it's gonna be a great fight. I can't say that he's gonna, you know, blow. There is no blow Canelo out. I just know that he's gonna win the fight. I just feel like if he has his way and he fights a great fight of a great night, and he has a great, perfect, spectacular night, he has the ability to stop him in the 11th round. Wow. That's what I believe.
Who and how, Brandon?
Man, you're making me say this in front of Zab Judah right now, man, but I think Crawford's gonna be up on the cards when he gets caught.
Right. And when you say get caught, is that Canelo by knockout?
Yeah, that's how Canelo does it.
Gotcha. All righty. Who and how?
Man, if I have to,
I think we're on the same page.
I don't know if I have to make a prediction. I'm going with Crawford.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going with Crawford. I just, man, he's aggressive. Not that Canelo's not aggressive, obviously, but I just feel like it's just a different skill. I don't know. I'm just going with my.
It's still very hard for me. I think if it goes the distance, I think it's Crawford. If it goes the distance, you know, if it doesn't go the distance,
Then what's gonna happen?
then
That sounds like a knockout.
yeah.
And I gotta so you let in Canelo. Yeah. Okay.
And not for, but it can happen at any moment. Like I feel like Crawford got to fight this great fight all the way through, which is in him.
Said it. I
Yeah.
said it. The great fight. You gotta in order. I'm being realistic. Canelo's great. In order to beat Canelo, you gotta fight the great fight. You gotta fight everything you from your defense to your movement to your spins.
I can't.
Everything has to be perfect.
Can you? And you're calling it.
I'm calling it.
You're calling it.
I'm
Hey,
checking.
you asked me, big, but
Right.
I'm a fan.
That's why we gotta.
You can't really call it either.
I can't really call it, but
fuck.
This is why we have a rematch sit-down course.
Right.
We have a big boy on the couch.
Yeah,
rematch.
man.
TV watch.
It's definitely going down, and I'll be at the fight. I will see you at some point. I'm gonna text you
I
like.
told you, big boy.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, man, I'm gonna try to walk down there and see you, Zab. And I'm gonna try to give me 15 minutes to come down to where you are. But nah, man, thank you guys for hanging out with us, man.
Sure.
I appreciate you, champ. Thank you, man. Zab Judah in the neighborhood hanging out with us for the Hangout. Brandon, thank you so much. I got to get on down over to Outlaws and see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? You teach kids too?
Hey, get in there, dude. No, I teach radio personalities.
Right. But what about kids?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a kids program.
Like, and how old are they?
I have a 12 and under class. It's a couple days a week.
Okay, I'll fight one of them then. All right. If they 12 and under, you got somebody like 7.
Sign me up.
Yeah, all day, boy. I want Little Rascal. I'm just gonna put my shit on his head. You know, swing
Give me
it.
2 at one time. 2.
Can you imagine me just getting dealt? I was like, man, this Brandon fucking Outlaws. He's teaching these kids something, man. And Juan, thank you for hanging out with us as well, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. Enjoy, and like we said, when we get back, we're gonna talk about it. Thank you guys for coming to